And this is a match that I am very excited about. I mean, Dante Acosta, not as much experience as Martin Casaus per se, but I mean, the guy has had an incredibly successful year, and he's looking to have a very successful 2017.
Well, and you got to think Dante Acosta in a territory right now, as tonight he will be without his Hate Crew brother in Nick Valentino. Nick Valentino was taken out at our previous show, and he's not here tonight.
And right there, Dante taking out Martin Casaus with a series of rabid forearms right to the jaw. I would say it knocked Martin Casaus funny, but this guy is always a little bit off of his rocker.
You know, good for Dante Acosta. You know, he's coming in here tonight with a respectable haircut as well. So, off to a good start.
If you say so, Josh.
I do. I know a good thing about haircuts or two. This cost me $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice hip toss there by Martin Casaus. And I don't know if he's trying to mock Dante or maybe start a Dante chant. Well, it started a Dante chant. It will be interesting to see what kind of a strategy Acosta employs in this matchup, given that Martin Casaus is quite a bit bigger than he is.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to agree with that. One of the things, both of these guys, both very athletic. Both were amateur wrestlers in high school as well. So, you know, we could essentially be looking at what Dante Acosta could become at some point down the road.
I'm glad you brought up the amateur wrestling background, because one of the big differences between amateur wrestling and professional wrestling is in amateur wrestling there is weight limits. And if you look at these two competitors, I would estimate that Martin Casaus overweighs Acosta by a good 60 to 80 pounds.
Yeah, definitely. And, you were saying it exactly right. There are divisions. Casaus would be 2 or 3 divisions above Acosta for sure. But one of the things that we've learned in the professional wrestling world is that your weight is just one of many factors. I mean, guys like Los Mochi Paco can go up against guys like Titan and end up becoming the victor. For those of you who don't remember Titan, big guy, about 6'9", 330, 350 maybe.
Yeah, huge man. Dante Acosta, though, looking to equalize the advantage. And look at that. Now
there
it's
you
taking
go.
time to taunt Martin Casaus.
I will say, as far as the younger generation, guys who have only been on the roster for a year or two, Dante Acosta does have one of the better builds on the roster.
Oh, I'll agree with that. I mean, he's got an athletic build, and it's functional muscle, and that's what I see when I see Dante Acosta, functional muscle mass.
Well, and another thing to consider is that really what we're seeing in the ring tonight is kind of a mini, beautiful cross body right there, beautiful. A mini preview of the main event of our UCW 15th anniversary show. These two will be on opposing teams in a 6-man tag. The team of Dante Acosta, Bobby Jackson as he's going by now, and Rey Mysterio going up against Martin Casaus, Junior X, beautiful right there. Nice. Junior X and the UCW champion in Los Mochi Paco.
And what a big win it would be for Acosta to score kind of the preemptive strike by defeating Martin Casaus in a one-on-one match just 3 weeks away from the anniversary show.
Yeah, I mean, if Acosta can maintain the momentum that he has in this match right now, all the way to the 15th anniversary, wow!
What a maneuver, a flip dive over the top rope, taking out Martin Casaus. And Acosta looks great to start here. This could be a huge victory for this young man.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, any time that you can get a victory over a guy like Casaus or any established veteran like himself, it's incredible. But to get one here to start the show right before our 15th anniversary, that's another notch in a belt.
And I'll say this about Acosta.
Man.
It's a cheap shot from Casaus, but up to this point, Acosta has not looked intimidated by the bigger, more experienced Martin Casaus.
Well, and you know what? That's the thing about Acosta is that even though the fans right here are cheering Acosta, he's always carried a little bit of an ego with him, as though there's only a 2 count right there.
Well, sometimes you need a chip on your shoulder. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? I think that's how Acosta thinks. And you know what? I think along the same lines.
You know, Derek, one of the things that they teach athletes, and especially these two in this situation would appreciate it, is that you're not really, oh, wow, beautiful chop right there. You're not really facing an opponent in the ring. The only person that you're facing is yourself. If you in your own mindset are not capable of doing something, or you can't defeat the odds and you say that to yourself, you've already lost.
Well, and in this match, Dante Acosta not only has to defeat the odds, but it looks like he is going to have a heck of a time trying to defeat Martin Casaus, as right now Casaus a decided advantage. Oh, no, good big duck. Oh, and he rips Casaus open with a chop. Make it 2. Acosta fighting back. Let's see if he can continue the momentum here.
Oh, man.
And the answer to that was a definitive no.
Derek, as we got a pinfall here, only a 2 count. What makes a good chop, Derek? I mean, you notice we just had a little back and forth there. We heard a significant difference between the chops between those two. But is it surface area? Is it the angle that you go in at? How much power you bring?
Well, it's placement on the chest, and you want to chop up into their body, not only because that is the loudest, but believe me, that is the most painful. And I think both of these chops, I mean, no matter what they sound like, you're getting smacked in the chest as hard as the other person can throw his arm. Ooh. Speaking of throwing arms, Casaus, big forearm to the back of Acosta, belly-to-back suplex perhaps. Nice maneuver.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness. And he rocks Casaus, make it twice, straight to the chin. Casaus on Dreamstick. Oh, and he goes downstairs. Oh, to the Adam's apple. Cover him, young man, cover him.
Oh, this has got to be it right here. Acosta's going to get the victory here.
Oh. Casaus barely kicks out after a series of super kicks to both the chin and the leg of Martin Casaus. Man, I'm surprised. I honestly thought that this was going to be a tough match, but I mean, I would have put money on Casaus to start, and right now I'm asking to replace my bet.
Oh, and look at this. Oh, whoa! He just countered that into a DDT?
And you got to roll over and cover him, Acosta. He's wasting precious time.
Oh, my gosh. Vegas is about to lose a lot of money.
Oh. Casaus barely kicks out, and you got to think that extra 2 seconds that Acosta took to try to regroup before he made the cover could have cost him the match there.
Oh, man!
Goodness, pump kick right to the face. And if you're referee, no, I would check the eyes of Dante. He looks like this boy looks out. Look at Acosta's eyes right now. He looks like he is legitimately knocked out.
I think if there's one thing we're about to learn right now, it's that you never doubt a veteran like Martin Casaus, because he literally, with just one boot to the face, has got himself back in this match.
Well, the velocity of that pump kick, I mean, it caught him like square. That size, I don't know, what is it, a size 14 boot? But Acosta still firing back. Oh! Running drop kick right to the chest. Oh, and that one right to the jaw.
Oh, my God.
That prominent jaw of Casaus. Oh, make it 3. And the momentum all in Acosta's pocket right now. Cover. Oh. Didn't have the energy to neutralize the legs, and when you saw the kick out, and it was a kick out, I think that was the deciding factor there.
Man, I'll tell you what, I've seen missiles shot out of bazookas that were slower than at the rate that he was kicking Martin Casaus in the chest and the face right there.
And Acosta sizing him up. What's he going for here?
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to get the bigger man on his shoulders, but just couldn't hold him up. Martin, no problem doing so himself.
Yeah, Casaus says, let me show you how it's done, young man.
What's this? Oh, cross body. And another 2 count. Acosta pressing the advantage. He's got Casaus reeling at this juncture of the match. Don't let frustration sit in, Acosta. Stay on him, boy. Stay on him.
Oh, man. Acosta maybe a little bit out of it, but he wants to go up to the top rope here. He's got something in mind to try and take out Casaus here.
Taking his time, though. Is Casaus going to have time to regroup?
Oh, wow. Elbow to the midsection.
You got to give him that. Resourceful counter by Casaus. Full of steel.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness. Stomping his face into the mat, and that's the 3 count. What a battle.
And
what a battle
winner,
to kick us off here at Tough Love.
Casaus.
You know, and I worry a little bit about Acosta, who has a history of head injuries. That stomp was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, he literally stomped through Acosta, forcing his head right into the mat. And what's next for Casaus? Well, you tell me. What's next for Casaus?
Well, I mean, you know what? The next thing for Casaus is that main event at the 15th anniversary show. Dante Acosta, assuming he passes the background, will be there as well.
Yeah, and you know, Casaus, big victory here. Well, but will he have the same amount of success when he squares off against Rey Mysterio and company on May the 4th?
Passes a medical check, excuse me. I apologize for the mix-up. Folks, when we return, we've got more UCW Zero action, so stay tuned.
Are you ready for high-flying, hard-hitting, non-stop action? Ultra Championship Wrestling has you covered. Don't miss a second of the action. Attend the live show or watch us on Amazon. Tickets available now at UCW.com.